Hello and welcome to a video from Rail 150. This video is just a look at the final layout of the Mark 1, or well, the first stage of the track. What it's showing really is that we've completed the reverse loop, and until the track is ballasted and completely stuck down, which I think I'm going to use black tack for, as I mentioned before. I'm going to use black tack and then ballast the track. I'm going to put something underneath it. I don't know whether it's going to be cork, but I wanted to have a shoulder on the edge of the track to make it a little bit more realistic. I'm not bothered about the noise. People use that for trying to cut the sound down. I'm not really bothered by that, to be honest, but if we can make the track look a bit more shouldered on the edge, that's great. I'll be happy with that if we manage to do that, just so when the ballast goes down, it's not just flat, it has that slightly raised section, which I think will be a bit more realistic. But today what I wanted to really show you was how I've set up the reverse loop. So the two lines which we're looking at here, number 1, number 2, they are set up to be the mainline fast loop, which would be number 1 here. And number 2 would be an additional line as well. So the fastest loop is on the outside, which goes around. And here is a section where the outside loop can meet the inside loop coming in a clockwise direction, so in that direction there. So it can go on either loop. And I've done that in various stages so I can transfer trains over. So coming around here, the scenery there is just instrumental at the moment, just trying to make it look like something it's not in its final place. And again, here is inside loop to outside loop. So this is inside loop to outside, and over there, which I've just shown you, is outside to inside. Coming down, we have the section which is going to be the main station, coming underneath the arch there. The main station still needs to be completed and joined up, and there's still another 4 sections to do. Oh dear. So coming out of the main station, we come around the fast section there, which is going to be the countryside scene. Coming round, still to be finished off where that green wood is. Various things need to be done. Another Wordsworth model there. There's the back of my P104 and a backman controller, which will be moved soon. So the outside, and here is the pink nail varnish again on the horrendous Pico crossing. So there's the outside loop. Coming under the main station, back down, behind the Pullman carriages and the LNER sleeper, and back to where we started. But this is the section which was really important for me, was the reverse loop. So coming into the secondary line here, you can come around, and this would allow you to then come onto this loop here. Now, this loop and this loop go in different directions. So if you carry on this loop, you'll go around clockwise. If you transfer to here, you'll go anti-clockwise. So clockwise will take you continuously on the third part of the track in the same direction you came from, but if you transfer here, you will go anti-clockwise. Coming under the station here, this is the anti-clockwise, this is the clockwise loop. So if you change your mind, you can continue going around and back onto the main line, or you can come up here, which terminates at the moment, but it's either waiting for some points to take it back into the secondary line, or you go into the main reverse loop here. So if you wanted to, you could just take it going round and round by changing the points like so here, and that point over there, you just end up on a continuous loop. But if you want, you can then change back out onto the main line again here, and go back that way. So now you'd still be going around the same way. and that would take you back out to here. However, if you did change your mind, it's not too late. You could then go onto this here, and then you'd be coming in the opposite direction that you came in. So now you'd be going backwards on there, back out onto the main line. So that's the reverse loop. I'll take you, I'll give you a bit of a bird's eye view of it. So coming in again, coming in here, around, and you can abandon the idea of reverse and go back onto the main line here. So maybe you've got just a variation to get past a train or something like that. So you go past and you're back on as you were. Come back in, going clockwise, clockwise, clockwise. Choose to go all the way around the loop if you wish. And you can just go around the loop, or you can continue around, back as you were. But as soon as you get to these points here, this is going to change your outward direction. So because it comes down here, it's going to change your outward direction. However, if you did stay on this inside loop here, eventually you'd come down, around, and back in on the same direction you came. So I'm quite pleased with that. It took a bit of working out, took a bit of wiring. There's wires. If I showed you, I might be embarrassed to show you the wires underneath here. But it's all labelled. It's all under control. I know exactly what's going on, and I'm going to neaten it all up. But that is my idea of the reverse loop. What I'll probably do is to put it onto a diagram and accompany this video with the diagram of what I've got. So that's how the layout is looking. It's a U-shaped layout, a bit of a horseshoe shape. The total length is 2 meters and 45. Yeah, 245 from this end all the way down there. And it is also 125, 125. It's about 2 meters 10 across. So going down that way. So it's not a massive layout, but it's big enough. It's big enough what I need. Any bigger, and I'd start messing, really messing up with the scenery. To what's going on here is to be decided. It'll be a town, sort of country to town area to feed into the mainline station, which will be a bit bigger. And down here, these controllers will be moved in front of the mainline station, which will include a switch panel with 24 switches in, which will control all the points and the reverse loops. On the end here is going to be another table, which is 110 by 75, and that will be, what will it be? To be decided. It could be a fiddle yard, but I might build a fiddle yard underneath. I've had some ideas from Graham on Lakeside, who's built a fiddle yard underneath and used a ramp to get up, and I quite like that idea because I can build whole trains underneath this layout and then build an incline to get them out as long as it's not too steep, but that's to be decided. So this fiddle line area might just be a terminus, or it's to be decided, but I've got one more table which can be built up to be used. I said this was 240 before, sorry, it's 333. Each one of these tables is 110, so that's, 330. So 330 is the length from here to here. I've done so many calculations, I do forget. If the layout demands it and we get this complete, I'm going to build a raised section coming from that corner over there. So from over here, which will come around and it'll start raising up and build a secondary layer above the station there, which will then be an elevated section, which will then join on to coming back down here to lower it back down. But it just means that there's another dimension that we can do. Since you can see there is some of the wiring that is underneath, it looks like a horrendous spaghetti junction of wiring, but believe it or not, I know what's going on. Every single bit, I'm aware of what it's doing. It's not as complicated as it looks. Each section is color coordinated. What I'm going to do is to bring it all to conduit, and that will then allow me to join it all together with some sections that when I separate the table, if I ever need to separate the table, I can just pull them apart. Boxes, wires, trains, all to be completed. Here I've made some shelving, which has made things a bit more easy to accommodate. So we are getting there. So that is some of my rolling stock. Not as varied as some people's, but it's what I needed at the time. There is some more pieces coming soon from the UK, but it's still very much ongoing. So as and when, I will update you. But yeah, very happy with the way the track is turned out at the moment. It's a nice design. It suits my needs, and it's certainly got me past the prototype stage. And I've really and thoroughly enjoyed working on it, along with my son, who's never tired of playing with it. So that's really the main idea about this. Is he's 4.5 years old. He loves playing with the trains. He's understanding how to put them on. He can control 3 trains at once. He can use the reverse sections to some extent. So yeah, it's for the kids as well as me to to get some enjoyment out of it. All right, so I'll just show you the reverse loop in action, and then I'll call it a day. Okay, let's take a look at some trains. So just to show the reverse loop in action, I've got a very small locomotive from a train set called Harry the Hauler. He's very reliable, just moving around the track and testing things out. So we're going to take a look at how the reverse loop works. So he's going to come down here, and he'll start making his way onto the inside track. He's now powered on the 3rd controller, and I'll have to stop him. He's gone too far a little bit. I'll just make him go back. And what we'll do is have to change those points, which you can see here. Where are they? There, those points. And that'll make him go on to change track and make him go around the loop in an anti-clockwise direction. So I'll just change those points. And also I'll have to change this polarity switch, which will be in the control board soon. This is one I soldered up the other week. Okay, so now take him down, and he should appear soon. Now he's going around anti-clockwise. We stop him there, and then have to reverse the polarity switch again. So I'll just go off and do that. Change the polarity on the controller, and off he continues. Change the point. Now he can go straight forward, and he'll go around, meeting the track that he came in on originally, going the opposite direction. I will have to reverse the polarity quickly on track number 2, which I've just done. And there he goes. So now he's actually on this controller now, and happily going around the track. And stop. So that's the reverse loop in action. Hope it offers some people some ideas, and as I said, I will also publish the track plans for how to achieve that. But I'm very happy with the results. It really gets the layout going past stage 1, and now I can really start tidying stuff up. Tidying my station up, which needs some work. It's been in storage for 2 years, so that won't take me long to fix. As I said, I've got 2 more. I did say 4. I actually need 2 more pieces of station. I'll see how that looks. I don't want to be building stations for my whole life. Over that area there will be the town scene, and also like a workshop area. Here will be the countryside scene, which I'll enjoy doing. And there'll be a tunnel just here going over there as well. The trains will go through a tunnel, so I can continue building something into this area. All right, so that's it for now. So I hope that reverse loop was of interest to you, and I'll speak to you again soon. Okay, bye-bye.